whether it be physical health issues or mental health issues. Halloween has proven itself to me time and time again, specifically in the past 5 years, with really providing me more than something to look forward to, although it does, more than excitement, although it does, but it provides me this soothing balm, this passion, sure, this comfort of the mysterious unknown, of terror and dark stories and spookiness. You know, a few years ago, one of my health issues that I've had is really bad jaw dysfunction that doctors don't know what to do with. They've never seen anything like it before. Where my jaw will lock shut for 2 months, then unlock, and then do its own thing whenever it feels like. But anyways, on one particular night, I woke up in bed and I was locked. My jaw was locked shut, and it's a very claustrophobic, terrifying feeling. And it's very difficult to get back to sleep because you feel like you're choking to death. And you can't even move your tongue. And if you have a stuffy nose, well, do the math. Anyways, and you don't want a stomach virus either when your jaw is locked shut. So the window was right next to my bed. And the one thing that comforted me was coming up with dark stories of what was happening beyond the trees outside late that night, or beyond the bushes. What was happening out there? What mysterious horror was lurking? You know, when I used to suffer horribly from panic disorder, panic attacks, which you can find a video on this YouTube page about that. But the funny thing is that I was literally in love with something that was also simultaneously helping me fight my panic disorder. So if like I was very claustrophobic, I also loved haunted attractions, and haunted attractions use claustrophobia and pitch blackness, and which elevates claustrophobia, or being lost in pitch black mazes. And okay, you know, haunted attractions are very big productions now, but at their core, carnivals would make haunted houses, I've heard, that if they didn't have money for big rides. And it was cheap and it was easy. And to make money and to get money from it. And at their core, they were the cheapest rides in the park. Darkness, maze, scary music, a few people screaming at you. And it's interesting that my first experiences with haunted attractions as a child was in the blistering heat. Not in the fall crisp weather, but in the blistering heat of Wildwood, New Jersey boardwalk. The smell of the boards, mixed with popcorn and cotton candy and fried foods and suntan lotion and sweat. The boards rumbling under my little kid feet, from the roller coaster zooming by, people screaming, loud techno and pop music. And then the sound of the Toccato organ. The Toccato organ song, Dracula's music, coming from Castle Dracula. Rest in peace, Castle Dracula, burned in a fire. That's what got me. I remember I couldn't do big rides at the time. I was a very scared kid, and I felt very inadequate about the fact that all my friends were going on spinning rides and tall rides and coasters, but I couldn't. But I could do the haunted rides. And those were the rides I really had the interest in, but nobody else had interest in those. That made me feel pretty good. There was a ride with a big devil head pouring fog out of its mouth. and paintings of people burning in hell that looked like Slayer album covers. And the ride was called Dante's Inferno. Oh my gosh, it had my name in it. 1 ticket, please, from the real gypsy lady ripping tickets. The first Halloween night I remember, I was like 4 or 5 years old, somewhere around there, and I peed in my pants. My mom took me out. She was a single mom at the time, and we had to go back home and change my pants. Went back out. And my mom had a vinyl record playing on the porch of the house of Sounds to Make You Shiver, which you can find a video of on this YouTube page. And I didn't even know what I was hearing on that album. I didn't know. I heard women being tortured and screams and chains and men laughing and terrifying loud sounds. I didn't know what the album was. I didn't know what I was hearing. I mean, all I was used to was the Culture Club and Michael Jackson. I was scared that night. I mean, I had peed in my pants. I was definitely dealing with some kind of nervousness. But I knew even at that very, very young age, just over being a baby, that this is what I wanted, that this was everything to me. And I don't know if that random man in the neighborhood is still alive. He's probably not. But there was a random man in that neighborhood who impacted my life more than any teacher, any pastor, any family member, any leader of any sort. Because on that night, and I believe it was the same night that I peed my pants, he chased me through his house with a chainsaw. I didn't even know what a chainsaw was. Chainsaws with Halloween weren't even cool back then. I mean, we're talking like 40 years ago. Wherever that man is, in the unknown possibly, I thank him.